guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this tutorial we will be creating an calculator website, so named Calc. This is the website. So if you click this 1, and if you click this plus, and if you click this 2, and if you click the equal to, then it's giving 3, and if you click the C clear button, so then everything will be gone. And if you type 500, so let's divide it by 2, so then it's giving the 250 as an answer. So this is how our calculator is going to work. So let's start creating this website. So this is the overall code. So let's create a new folder for this project. So for that, I'm going to open my drive. So you can name your folder. So I'm going to create a new folder. So click this new and click this folder, and in this folder, we are going to name our app as a Calc. So into this Calc, we are going to create new. Okay, so let's open our folder. So let's click this open folder in our VS Code, and select this folder Calc, and click this select folder. So then that folder will be opened in your VS Code, and just click this SI trust the authors. So then the folder will be open up, so you can see the Calc name. So then if you click this new file button, you can see this. So let's type as index.html. okay, this is our index.html. And first of all, what we're going to do means let's open our doc type HTML, and let's open our HTML tag that we will be usually doing it, and let's open our head tag, also usually doing it. So inside the head tag, we will be usually opening the title tag. So inside the title tag, we need to give our Calc name. So then after giving the title, what we're going to do means let's open our body tag. So inside this body tag, we're going to do our programs, which means our every tags will be coming under this body tag. So first of all, we'll be having the table. Okay, so table is the main thing here. So into the table, we'll be having a table data. So better, let's open the table row here. So this is a table row. So in the first table row, what we are going to do means, so in the first table row, let's create a two table data. So one is input type. So first of all, let's open an input type is going to be text. Okay, also let's have one ID here. So ID is going to be, let's have as a result. ID is going to be result. And also here we need to mention other as 3. So then this is the first data. So if you click the save the changes and open this in the, so let's go to the VS Code. If you install the live server, so then you can open it with the live server. So let's just open it with the live server. So this is our input. So let's go to the VS Code, and here you can see this, right? So after this table data, let's create another one table data inside this table row. So this next data is going to be, let's remove this span. So into this input type is going to be, let's have a button. So we don't need an ID for here. So instead of that, we require a value. So value is going to be C, and let's have a command like on click. So on click is going to be so clear, CLR. So this is a function in JavaScript. So let's define this function in the JavaScript file. So then next, let's copy this same TR tag, which means the table row. So you should paste inside the table tag only. You should not go outside of the table tag. So next is going to be not this one. So we don't need the text input again and again. So in the second row, what we required means, so like a same button. So let's copy this button. So let's paste it here. So first, the first place what we required means, so the button. So first place we required 1. So instead of this one, we required a display. For displaying it, we need to display. So display. So also in the display, we are going to have one bracket as 1. So we are going to display the value 1. So inside the bracket, we are putting 1. So then again in the second input, the value is going to be 2, and again we are going to use the display named function. that we are going to prepare. That means we are going to define in the JavaScript code. So next part. So 2. So this is for the second row. So also we are going to have some more table data here. Okay, let's have some 4 data here. So even let's check with our Calendar tab 1 2 3 4 s. We're having 4 data, so we require the 4 data here. So for that, what we required means, so let's open this s. So after the 2 we require this 3. So display value is also going to be 3. So then value is going to be 4, and display value is also going to be 4, or else, so after 3 let's have the plus. Okay, so also this is going to be plus. So let's save the changes, go with the live server. So you can see these beautiful buttons, right? So at the top left corner. So then again we're going to copy this table row again. So let's copy this one and let's go down. Okay, so in the second table row, what we're going to do means, after the 3 we require the 4. So display value is also going to be 4, and the next value is going to be 5, and display value is also going to be 5, and next value is going to be 6, and display value is also going to be 6, and after plus we required minus. So let's have this display value as minus. So let's copy the table row again. In the next table row, what we're going to do means, so let's we are completed up to 6. So then we're going to start with 7, display value also 7, and 8, and display 8. So then 9. So display is also going to be 9. Then after addition, subtraction, and we require the multiplication symbol. So let's have this computer symbol itself, computer multiplication symbol. So I can paste it to here too. So then what we required means, so also one thing I want to show you one thing. So these are these. Okay, so then we need to create another one table row here. After these table rows we need to create another one table rows here. So we completed up to 9, right? So addition, subtraction we completed, multiplication we completed, so then division we required. So also we required this division in the value part. So then also we required, so after this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, we required 1 point, so where we visually used in the calculators, right? So then we required, so we completed up to 9, right? So we required a 0 here. So 0 means we required it for anyway we require 0 in our normally calculators. So then we finally we required as equal to symbol for getting the output. So let's save the changes, go with the live server and test our app. As so we are having the input button and clear button 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0, and point, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and equal to. So we successfully set up the HTML elements. So let's start with the CSS code. So for that, click this new file and name as index.css. So this is a new CSS file. Before we need to link the HTML and the CSS. For that, go outside of the body tag. So after this head tag, after closing the head tag, open the link rel. Okay, link rel is equal to style sheet link rel. So let's have link rel, let's have the source, or I think so, link rel. We provide a h or ef tag attribute. So we are having the index.css, right? So let's type as index.css. okay, so then you need to close this link tag. So it's an empty tag, which means only have the opening tag, not closing tag. So then let's start with the CSS part. So first of all, we need to do the program for the body tag. Let's keep the text align in center. So let's save the changes, go with the live tester. Okay, so first of all, let's do the CSS code for the table part. So table is going to be a margin from left. Margin from left, it is going to be 500 pixels. And save the changes. Let's go to, it's showing the output. So we need to make the margin from the left. Let's try again. Okay, or else we can go with text align in center. So let's save the changes, go with this one. Okay, or else we can set, first of all we can set the body colors. Background color is going to be black. Let's save the changes and go to the live tester. So it's not showing the background color, which means we have not successfully linked the both thing, I think so. That is why it's not showing it. So let's check what is the error that we are having in our code. So guys, I checked with my code. Actually there's no any error with that. So the error is the live tester. So I opened with my file itself. So directly we have opened as a file. So okay, let's go to the VS Code and let's have margin from top also. Margin from top we are having a 250, or let's have 500, or let's keep s 500 divided by 250, so 250 pixels. So let's save the changes, go to this one, reload it. Yes, it's on the center. So then what we require next thing means so we need to do another one thing. So for the table, what you can see, the inputs, we are going to do one thing. So input radius is going to be, border radius is going to be 50 pixels. Save the changes, go to the swan, reload it. This changes, right? Then we need to do one thing. That's all for this one. And let's go to the HTML. And what we required means in the C button, clear button, yes, here we need to add one style here. So style is equal to this one. So inside the style, what we are going to have means background color is going to be blue. So not we don't require this blue itself. So let's change some blue, any other blue color. Okay, this will be good. So this is the background color for this clear button. So then we are having a color, which means the text color. So we don't require this one, we require the white color, pure white. So then what we require is, let's copy this style. So before that I can save the changes, go to this one. I want to show this. Yes, the changes has been done, right? So then also I need to do another one thing. So I can copy the style, I mean the style attribute fully. So let's go to this one. So after the clear button, so we are having the plus button. So let's paste this here too. So let's paste it in the -2, minus place 2, minus input, place it space. Yes. So then what we are having means, then we are having a multiplication. So give space, please paste it here for every input. For equal to symbol alone, what we are going to do means we are going to do it as like a, so same white color as a color, and we are going to give like an orange color, because equal to will be different from others. So then for the same we are going to do for the division symbol too. Just here your space, and for point 2 your space between here. Yes, that's all. So let's save the changes, let's go to our website, reload it. Yes, we can see this beautiful thing, right? So even here, let's go to the CSS, and for the inputs also we require the height. So height is going to be almost, we required for 200 pixels. So let's try with 200 pixels first of all. So let's save the changes, go to the code. So 200 means it's became very high. So let's try with 50 pixels. Save the changes. Yes, okay, I think so. So let's increase the width of this one. Width of this one is going to be almost 200 pixels. In 200 will be very big. Yes, I think so, right? Yes, 200 is very big. Also we can try with 100 pixels or 150 pixels. Okay, I hope this 100 pixels is okay. And for let's go to the HTML code and for the input alone, so that we created, right? So for that one's for style, what we're going to do means style is equal to this one, also quotation mark. So into this, what we're going to do means we will also use this width button, so width attribute, which means 200 pixels. Why? Because input should be very high, right? Very width, right? So let's save the changes. So I think this 200 is not enough, so let's use the size of 50 to 50. So let's save the changes, go to the code, reload it. So even this is not touching this one, so let's increase again. Let's use the 300 amount. So let's save the changes, go to the swan, so reloading it. Yes, it's correct, right? So now what code we need to do means let's start with JavaScript code. Also for the CSS, I need to do one thing. For the table, what we are going from the left, it can be the 450 pixels. Let's save the changes, go to codes. This is okay, right? So then what we're going to do next means also this body's background color is going to be body tags. Body tags background color is going to be white color, sorry, black color. Let's save the changes, go to the code, reload it. Yes, it's really good, right? So then what we are going to do next means let's start with the JavaScript code. Also, if you want, you can add one h1 tag before this inside this body tag. So I can add this one tag, so it is going to show our app name Galette. Also the normally h1 tags color is going to be in a color of a gray, dark black. So but we are having a black as a background, right? So we cannot add as a black, so let's have a color of white. Then let's save the changes and go to the code, and if you reload means, so you can see at the left side. So what we require now means we need it in the center, right? So we are going to use the attribute text align center. Text align center. So let's save the changes. Also we require this one. Let's save the changes again. So let's go to the Chrome and test it. Yes, it came in the center, right? Also we require the font family for this one. So for that, what we require means let's use the font family. Font family is going to be, let's use this one. So let's save the changes, go to the code. Yes, it's really good, looking very good, right? Also for the index, for the table from the one is going to be, sorry, from top is going to be 200 pixels. So let's save the changes, go to the code. Yes, it's okay, right? Now it's currently good. So now what we're going to do next means so let's start with the JavaScript part. So JavaScript is very important thing here. For starting with the JavaScript, so let's go to this folder. So let's click this new file and save it. We're going to type as script.js. So let's save it. So script.js is going to be the file. We are going to contain every code that we are going to do for the JavaScript. So now what I want to do means let's go to the HTML. So inside this body tag, what I want to do means, so we're going to type the script tag. Then open the script tag. So inside this first opening tag, so let's link the source. So source is going to be the script.js. Okay, So let's save the changes, go to the JS file, JavaScript file. So first of all, you're going to do a function for the display. So for the display, we're going to use this function. So in the bracket, we're going to use the attribute as num, which means number. So let's open this brackets, curly brackets. So into this one, what I want to do means, so document dot get element by id, element by id. So we're going to use the result, right? So result means that input, the first input. So dot into input, the value is equal to plus num. Okay, so let's save the changes. So let's go to this one, caliche, this caliche, save the, yes, if you type anything means it's working, right? So 1 plus, sorry, yes. So now what we are going to do means, so document dot get element by id dot value is equal to plus. So this is the code. So and what we need to do means, also it's showing the only number, right? So for solving it, so plus is equal to, if you done means save the changes. So let's try with this one, it will work or not. 1 2 yes, it's now it's working. Before that, if you click the 1, it will show 1. So then if you click the 2, then it will click only 2, not 1. So now if you use the attribute, I mean this sign, so if you use a plus sign, then only equal to sign, then it's working. So then we are successfully done this function, display function. So then we are going to create another one function, so which is going to be clear, cl or clear function, and it's have a simple code for the app. So document dot get element by id is a normal thing, get element by id. So what id means, the same result id. So result text input, so dot value is going to be equal to this empty. So then what you're going to do means, so then solve for this one. So let's save the changes. So let's go to this one below this website. If you type something, if you click this clear, it's gone. So let's go to the VS code, and this is the main function that you're going to create. So fun's function calculate function calculate. So actually this calculate function we have not defined in the HTML code. So for that we are going to use in the equal to. Okay, we use this equal to sign, right? So on click display is going to be, not, it's not going to be display, so it is going to be calculate function. Calculate. Okay, so calculate. So also save the changes, because it will not save the changes automatically. Calculate. So let's go to the HTML, calculate. Okay, so what you're doing means, so inside this, first of all we are having a first variable. So it is going to be, let the value x is equal to, what's the value, is going to be document dot get element by id dot for the result named input, so dot value. Okay, so then what you're going to do means, let the, so let y is equal to eval. So we're going to evaluate it, calculate it. So into this function, what we're going to do means x. Okay, so we're going to evaluate this. So we are going to use this function for this variable, which means that value. So then we are going to use this document dot get element by id, so result dot value equal to y. So why? Because if we use the value is equal to x, then it will be displaying the same question, so not the answer. So eval function, so eval function means it will be calculating the answer, and it will be showing the storing the answer in the y variable. So if you display the y variable only, it's advantage. So let's save the changes and go to the website and reload it, and if you type 1 plus 1 equal to 2, yes, it's working. If you click the clear button, so if I click 45 plus 23, so then yes, 68. So if you're typing as clear, so then if you type 2005 78 divided by 4 equal to, yes, 644.5. So this is how our calculator website is going to work. So if you like the video, make sure you click on the red subscribe button and the bell icon. So in this video we learned about the HTML. So we have used different tags in the HTML, and we use different functions in JavaScript, and we learned CSS. So if you like the video, make sure you click on the red subscribe button and the bell icon. So let's meet in the next video. Bye.